Good afternoon. It's the 19th day of August in 2025. This is a meeting of the Board of Uintah County Commissioners. A reminder of turn off your phones, let anything that makes noise so it doesn't scare me in the middle of this. All right, we have Ken Campbell for the prayer today and Paige Christensen, for the pledge. Microphone, please, sir.
Yeah.
Ask you to pray, and then you put me last on the agenda. I see how you are.
Is the microphone on?
It is on.
Yes, okay.
Our dear Heavenly Father, we come before Thee at this time grateful for this opportunity to meet and to take care of this fabulous county and this group of people that we represent. We're grateful for Thy hand in our lives. We ask Thee for Thy attention as we meet about the affairs of the people in this great county and the things that need to be done. We ask Thee that Thou might lead us and guide us and help us to make good decisions as we do through our own agency and through these opportunities and processes. Please be with us as we do these things, and please bless the members of this great county as Thou seest fit. We love You and give Thee these thanks, and do so in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ken, thank you. I hate to disappoint you, though. The Pledge of Allegiance only in 4. Paige, thanks. Okay, let's start with the approval of the minutes for August 12th, 25 and August 13th, 25.
I've reviewed those minutes, and I would make a motion that we approve both sets of minutes.
Questions, comments, concerns? All right, I'll call for a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Mr. Wilkins?
Commissioners, I have warrants from August 14th in the amount of $1,066,671.24. There was 2 of them here. First one is to Wheeler Machinery for a 966 cat front end loader with forks, and then also we're holding bond money on behalf of a developer, and we've spent $87,944 out of trust funds for the Pheasant Hollow gas line. And then just the normal bills after that.
Okay. Just the one, huh?
Yep.
Okay, great. Any tax matters?
We need approval on these.
Any tax matters?
No.
Okay. We're going to approval of the warrants. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the warrants as presented by Mike Wilkins.
Call for a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. John? Oh, you're next? You got a tax matter?
I do.
You gotta let me know.
Good afternoon, Danette Brooks, Uintah County Assessor. I have 2 refund requests. The first one is the county assessor is requesting a refund of the county assessed fee for Walter Hill, Tax District 4, 355 East, 400 South, Vernal, Utah, in the amount of $80. This is just, he qualifies for a veteran abatement, and that's been approved by the Clerk-Auditor's office. And then the next one is for a refund for the county assessed fee for William Orland Dye, Tax District 2, located at 2576 East, 3950 South in Vernal, in the amount of $150. He also qualifies for the veterans abatement. That's it.
Okay. Call for a motion?
I would make a motion that we approve both tax refunds as presented.
Questions, comments, concerns? Call for a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Haderlie with the audit.
Thanks, Commissioners, for letting us take a few minutes. Just wanted to come to the formal commission meeting and present the results of the audit for fiscal year 2024. We've already gone through in detail the audit in a work session with the commission. But at the time we were missing component units, so we didn't have all of our opinions finalized. So I'll just go through the opinions that we're required to issue and then the results of our audit. So in our audit report, we issued an unmodified or an unqualified opinion. That's a clean opinion. That opinion relates directly to the financial statements themselves. That's the first opinion that we issue. The second opinion is for the Utah State Auditor. We look at your compliance with certain aspects of Utah State Code. That's also an unmodified or an unqualified opinion. There were no compliance findings this year. The next report that we're required to issue just outlines that we performed your audit in accordance with government auditing standards. This report just says that we've looked at your internal controls, A, to make sure that you have controls, and B, you're actually following those controls. The next opinion that we're required to issue is for the federal government. This is on the federal money that you spend during the year. And just for a matter of information or record, the federal single audit is a separate audit, but part of having a single audit requires that you have audited financial statements, and so we always do them concurrently. It's more efficient for us as auditors. It's also cost savings to the county. You're not having two separate audits done at different times. What we're looking at in this audit is specifically your compliance and your controls over that compliance directly related to federal award spending of money. This year, let me find it real quick. So the programs that we tested this year, out of your total federal expenditures was right around $4 million. The two programs that we tested this year were the Highway and Planning Construction Grant, as well as the Local Assistant and Travel Consistencies, or the LATCF money. So those were the two programs that we looked specifically at and tested your compliance. The results of that audit were as follows. Our opinion on the financial statement audit was unmodified. There were no reportable conditions related to the audit of the financial statements. There were no significant deficiencies and no material weaknesses and no instances of non-compliance material to the financial statements. For the federal awards, there were not any conditions relating to the audit of the federal awards that were required to report under uniform guidance. And our opinion on your compliance for the federal award programs was also unmodified. So both on whether or not you follow the compliance and then whether or not you have controls in place to make sure that any grant that you receive, that compliance is going to be followed. So two different types of deficiencies are possible under your federal single audit. The minimum threshold to have a single audit is, just a reminder, is $750,000. That is now moving to $1 million if it's new contract money. So now you're going to hear new money or old money, at least for the time being. Anything that is signed into contract after October 1st, 2004, that's all considered new money. So there's new guidance, there's new limits. The de minimis indirect cost rate moves from 10% to 15%, so you can allocate up to 15% of your indirect costs. The capitalization policy under the federal guidance is moving from $10,000 to $15,000, so a recommendation is to consider changing your policy, your capitalization policy, moving it from 10 to 15. The reason why I would recommend that is just because the federal award says $15,000, there's a potential that you're going to purchase equipment or something that is under that, but is over your capitalization threshold, and so you end up not capitalizing it because it's not at the federal threshold, but yours is lower, and you should have done it, that's going to be a compliance finding. So it's just best to match what the federal government's doing. So just for future, put that on your agenda and discuss that. There weren't any compliance findings and no financial statement findings and no federal award findings that we need to go over. So that's the result of our audit. If you guys have any questions.
Would you clarify, number 2, our compliance with the state?
Yeah. Clarify
Are we in violation or not?
of what? Our compliance guide?
Yeah.
Well, our opinion is very specific to budgetary compliance, fund balance, restricted taxes, fraud risk assessment, and the government fees. So that's what we're looking at.
We're in compliance though.
Mhm.
You forgot that one word. In. You just said no compliance.
Oh,
Well, the
You concerned me a little bit
I
there.
said unmodified opinion, right?
Thank you.
The unqualified always
Unqualified.
throws me because
Yeah.
that makes it sound negative to me.
And it does, because we're dorks as accountants and we have to do things backwards. So I don't know why we unqualify something when it's actually good. But the reason behind that is an unqualified or an unmodified means that we don't have to modify our reports because of issues that came up during the audit. So our reports are based on our standards. They're very specific words, and that's why I usually don't read our audit reports, because a lot of people fall asleep because it's very accountant type language. But
appreciate
it's
that.
very specific, and the words mean certain things. So if we have to change that because let's say there's an issue and we can't either test it or we don't know what the balance should be, you have no idea what the balance is and we don't know if it's material, then we have to qualify your audit. So that means we have to change our audit report, and then it becomes a modified opinion. So
Thanks. On that last thing you said, we need to look at changing the capitalization rate?
policy.
Policy.
Yep.
From
Mike,
10
is yours 10,000 right now? 5,000. So I would consider, I mean, costs have gone up so much since 2020 that, I mean, that's one of the reasons why the federal government raised theirs. We still have governments in Utah that are on 2,500, which is, it's a little bit ridiculous. It's too much to track, and so,
And
anyway.
it's
I'm
from-
not saying do it right now, but just put it,
10 to 15? Or change
yeah,
it
I would
to
do it
15?
to 15, but.
Okay.
Let me try to put it in more of our terms than that dork over there, you know. We track all of our physical equipment that's 1,000 or more. We capitalize at 5,000. Capitalize it means it's actually showing up in the books. And his recommendation, we go to 15,000 on that. And so that's something we could look at and move it to that part of it for the capitalization, but still track it. But I'm even thinking now on tracking, for their further discussion to look at even the part that we track. And when we're talking physical equipment, I'm talking the grader or the front end loader we just bought. That's what we track. But the $500 desk, it's immaterial when you consider the amount of the total value of the assets of Uintah County.
Okay. Yes.
The reason why it's important, especially under federal, is because if you purchase equipment with federal money and you sell that money, that becomes program income that has to be reported back. So that's why it's important under the compliance of federal awards that you're tracking and depreciating that equipment so that if it's ever sold in the future, then that's reported back to the federal government.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Clear as mud. Okay. Are you going home?
No, I'm going to Park City.
Oh, same difference for you. All right, thanks, gentlemen. We sure appreciate it. Always good to see you. All right, now we have concerns. We have judges in this room, so we could be in trouble because I think they're going to judge us. So we have 4-H livestock judging team by Paige, the 4-H coordinator.
The Uintah County 4-H senior and intermediate teams recently competed in and won the Utah State Livestock Judging Competition. Because of this achievement, they have earned the incredible opportunity to represent Utah at the National 4-H Livestock Judging Competition this coming January in Denver, Colorado. We especially are proud of our senior livestock judging team who won Grand Champion Senior Team. Dally Horax was recognized as a high point individual, and Quaid Lawson and Waylon Wilkins both placed in the top 10. Each of our team members will now take a moment to share how 4-H has impacted them and their opportunities in their future. We also want to extend a heartfelt thank you to Uintah County for supporting our 4-H and our livestock judging team.
Great. Come on up to the speaker. All of you come up to the microphone. Make sure you tell us who you are, though.
My name is Cassie Coombs, and 4-H has helped me to experience lots of different things with my life, and overall judging will help me in my career because I want to pursue a career in veterinary science, and I have been a member of 4-H since I was 8 years old.
Great.
My name's Quasi Smuin, and I've been in 4-H for ever since I could walk, and this experience would help me speak in public better and better experience down the road.
Watch this one here. He's a fast talker.
My name is Waylon Wilkins. I've been in 4-H my whole life, 18 years. It's really impacted my life because it's what I've been growing up doing is livestock, and the 4-H aspect of it has got me down and deeper and showing stuff, and livestock judging is one of my passions. So, yeah, thank you.
My name is Dally Horrocks, and I've been doing 4-H ever since I could remember, and it's impacted my life. It's taught me how to talk in front of people, and yeah.
That is scary sometimes when you first start, isn't it? Good
Well,
job.
congratulations to
Yes,
all of you.
congratulations.
And I think you deserve a good hand.
Yeah.
We're very proud to have Uintah County represented by such fine students, if you're still students or graduates. All right, request for proposal awarding UC 25-15-2025 chip seal and painting project.
Jenny Bird, Purchasing and Grants. Uintah County issued an RFP for chip seal and painting services on July 23rd. We received 3 proposals from CKC Operations, Burdick, and Holbrook Asphalt. A 3-person evaluation committee reviewed each proposal. First, they verified that all the submissions met the minimum mandatory requirements. Then they scored on the technical criteria that was pre-established and posted in the RFP. Once the technical scoring was completed, the purchasing office entered the bid amounts, and the cost was weighted at 35% of the overall score. After calculating the final scores, Holbrook Asphalt received the highest technical score and the highest overall score after the cost. So based on this evaluation process, the committee is recommending that the chip seal and painting award go to Holbrook.
Okay, any questions, comments, concerns?
Not really. I've looked over this information and I think they made a good decision.
Call for a motion.
Do you want me to state the amount before you do the motion? I didn't state the amount of the...
$2,626,000.
Yeah, you have, yep, $2,626,000.
Okay. They're not going to use a lot of yellow paint so we can pass more often, right?
I don't know about that. We'll have to ask Scott.
All right, I'll call for a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the proposal, an award, right?
The award.
Award this work to Holbrook in the amount of $2,626,000 for chip seal and painting as presented by Jenny.
Call for a vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Deanna, if you'll explain to us what we're doing, then we'll go into a public hearing.
Okay. Okay, we have a proposal for an amendment to Title 5 in the Uintah County Code. Oh, maybe.
Sorry, Mike, haven't turned mine on yet.
Can't read my paper now.
There we go.
So we can leave it. You guys are still, you're flickering up there. Okay. Okay, so in January of 2023, the process for approving business licenses was changed, and the granting authority, it used to be the county commission, and now it's community development. At the time, to revoke a business license, it had to go through a public hearing because it was because the county commission was the granting authority. Now that it's community development, that isn't necessary. It's not a necessary step. When we updated the ordinance, the language in section 5.04.190, the language got changed correctly, but the title didn't get changed. So it still looks like we are requiring a notice and a hearing for the revocation, but that is no longer necessary. So we just wanted to update that and change the title, or I guess the name of that section, so that it matches the language. This is a public hearing, so we would need to have the public hearing, and then if you afterwards would like to approve or deny it, you can, or if you feel like it needs to go to work session, we can do that as well.
Okay. Anybody make a motion?
Well, you need to open the public hearing. No, you do that. I don't think we have to make a motion to do that, do we, Loren? The chair
Okay,
just
we're now
open it?
open for a public hearing. If you'd like to say something, please come forward and get with microphone, identify yourself. I'm not working, Mike, I'm sorry.
We don't need it anymore anyways.
Yeah, really. Anybody want to come forward, going once, twice? Okay, we'll close public hearing.
Now I would make a motion
Yes.
that we approve ordinance number 08-19-2025-01, which amends section 5.04.190 as presented.
Go for a vote.
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lesha?
Lesha Coltharp, Uintah County Tourism. Today I bring before you a lease with Uintah School District for the use of the old Central Cove location on South Fernal Avenue during Phenomecon for a VIP ghost hunt activity.
Clarifying that is the one on Vernal Avenue.
She did.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
on South Fernal Avenue. Yeah.
I get in trouble every time. Okay, any questions, comments, concerns? Go for a motion.
I make the motion that we approve the contract with Uintah County School District as presented by Lesha Coltharp.
Call for a vote.
Aye.
All right.
I'm doing the next one as well.
Okay, the 2025 Buckskin Hills tractor lease.
Yes, so each year Buckskin Hills leases a tractor from John Deere Company for the use during the summer at Buckskin Hills to maintain the recreation sites. And we do it in advance so that big B equipment can go ahead and get on the books for leasing those because they go so quick. So this lease is the same as it has been in past, same fee, per hour fee, and then adding on the loader as well. So for a total of $5,730.
Sorry, would you mind saying the dates?
Yeah, so April 1st to September 30th of 2026. It's at $20.52 per hour for 250 hours. They also lease a loader at $600, and the total is $5,730.
For both.
Yeah, altogether. Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
if there's not any other information, I would make a motion that we approve it says 2025, but wouldn't it be 2026?
It's 2026, yeah.
2026 Buckskin Hills tractor lease as presented by Lesha Coltharp.
Okay, we will call for a vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. You got any more, or is that it?
That's it.
Were you out today?
Lesha, you can do the next one.
Yeah. Resolution 08-19, 2025 R1, authorizing the filing of cross appeals for the 2025 centrally assessed properties. Attorney Loren Anderson.
Thank you, Commissioners. In 2025, 4 owners of centrally assessed property filed tax appeals. This is a resolution authorizing our tax attorney to file cross appeals, which just means that they can be present for those and make arguments against that. So we would ask that you sign this resolution allowing Thomas Peters from Peters and Schofield to file the cross appeals.
Questions, comments, concerns?
Nope, needs to happen.
Okay, call for a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve Resolution 08-19-2025R1 as presented by Loren Anderson.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Okay. We have a motion. I'll call for a vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Alrighty, next one is amendment to Policy 840, Information Technology Steering Committee.
Oh.
Tonya, you've shrunk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Crystal Clark, IT Director. This is the 840 policy that we approved a week or so ago, and we need to reapprove it because we're adding Karen England as one of the steering committee board members so that we can have represented the library in this group as well. That's the only change to it, and if you would sign it, we'd be good to go. No?
I didn't remember approving it in a meeting. We discussed it in work session.
No,
I
we
thought?
approved it at a commission meeting, but
We
we
did.
didn't sign it off.
Not as a policy.
No, not as a policy, and
Okay.
we did not, don't you have a change on appeals? Number 2?
You're right, we did. We changed. All right.
The request for an appeal must be made to the committee chair within 2 weeks of the decision,
And
period.
because the rest of the language was kind of, I
Complicated.
asked 3 people what it meant, everybody said something different. We just deleted that and left it for a 2-week appeal. Those are the only changes, I think.
Okay, questions, comments, concerns?
No. Other than I believe the motion, if you're ready,
I'm ready for a motion.
would just be to approve policy 840 as presented by Crystal Clark.
Call for a vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Want to give me the signed copy and I'll take it with me?
Well, still got a whole bunch on the top to fill out.
That's one you're after.
Well, you didn't fill out the top. Okay. Last but not least, our prayer giver.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I'm Ken Campbell. I'm the Director of the airport for the public's purposes. Many moons ago, many months ago, it's a long time ago, I came through and we approved at the county and at the city level this project that I talked about. This project is rebuilding of the north ramp, which is the ramp that houses our 2 fixed base operators known as Dynaland Aviation and Classic Aviation. That whole airplane parking lot has been in need of repair for many, many years. As the commissioners probably remember, and the community probably doesn't, this has already been approved. Recently, the Federal Aviation Administration signed our grant, which is a great thing for us. And that process, for the community's knowledge, includes sending around electronic signatures all the way through the city and all the way through the county, which is often an arduous process, even though it's done electronically. In talking with Commissioner Larsen, he and I thought it was a good idea to maybe not present this again, but maybe just to remind the community of what's going on and then talk openly about the numbers that are involved with this process. It is a large ramp for an airport our size, and we've had that for a long time. We're well blessed to have it, but if we don't take good care of it, of course, it's going to just end up not only going away, but at some point we wouldn't be able to afford to do what we're doing this year. We've been well blessed with the federal government's help to help us fix this up. Now, that being said, one of Ken Campbell's big worries is that we get started on this project and then winter hits in October, and then I ended up with a big mud puddle out there at the airport all winter. So I've let them know so far that I'm only willing to let them do half of this project this year. That information went to the people that won the bid. They're still trying to figure out how much they can do or if they can do that this year. If they cannot complete that this year, the half, then I will invite them back probably around February or March when it starts to get warm a little bit. We'll do some digging, and then as soon as it gets above 40 degrees, we would lay the pavement. In speaking of the numbers that are associated with this grant, if you had an agenda with you, it says FAA Grant for Airport Improvements Project 3-49-0037-049-2025. There's also -048. So this is grant number 48 and grant number 49. Grant number 48 consists of $2,378,888. Of that, our local purchase, or the portion of that we're responsible for, is $125,204. And we have that money in my account currently. We're ready to do that. Grant 49-049 consists of $3,009,500, and our local piece of that is $158,394.90. I also, as the commissioners probably remember, and the county or the city council would also remember, but the public probably is not aware of, we opted to. The Federal Aviation Administration says that they won't repair portions of the ramp up to 50 feet away from the opening of any hangar. So at the time that we talked about this, it's been several months ago, we agreed that we called that Schedule 2, and that's a local purchase out of airport funds that will be $248,521.50. That allows me to complete the entire ramp rather than all of the ramp minus the 50 feet in front of all hangars. All of that may sound like blah, blah, blah to you, so I'm going to wrap that up with the totals. The total for these two grants together is $5,388,388, and our portion of that, including Schedule 2, not including Schedule 2. Let me do quick math in my head. I take that back. It is including Schedule 2, will be $532,120.40. Do I have any questions?
You went too fast.
That's
I
a lot,
missed a
right?
few things.
You need some numbers. You tell me which numbers you need.
Just the 048 total.
The 048 total is
It was 2 million something.
$2,378,888. Local is $125,204.
I think I got the rest.
Okay, awesome. Commissioner Larsen, you had a question?
Do you know if I've signed 48 yet? Because all he sent me was 49.
You need to sign, you said you already signed 48?
I don't know. I didn't get it.
Oh, not 49. Did you get 49 and signed it? Loren, did you get either?
I got 49.
So because John signed that, it went to you. You're the last signature. So I'll check on 48 when I get back to my office, have them send it to you. It has made it through the city piece already, and then it will go to you and then over to Loren. So if the two of you are okay with signing that, that would be great.
49's no problem.
Good, thank you. Any other questions?
I did have one more.
I'm ready.
The amount that you say is our share or our portion is coming out of money that you already
correct.
have there.
That's
so
correct.
that's Vernal City and Uintah County's part.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Then, just by way of update, if you will, two things. One is Jeannie's still sitting here, so I wanted to make sure that I said very publicly a great thank you from the city version of a loan or a grant opportunity that the county offered to us, and we used. We used that grant as Jeannie is aware, to put in some utility work out at the airport. I'm happy to report that all of that is finished minus one piece, and that's the gas portion. As soon as I get the bill from the gas company, I'll be able to close that, Jeannie, and I'll write up that little thing that you taught me how to write and make sure we close that. How important that is to the county is that will free that grant back to the county to be able to use. We're grateful for that, I think, as the city and the county to be able to use that at the airport, so thank you. And then the last thing I'll walk away with, or I'll let you walk away with, is this is August, so we're right in the exact middle of our contract with Contour. So it was a 32-month contract. We're in the exact middle of that. We're over 1,100 bodies ahead of our intended goal. So we're doing really well there. We'll probably, the last year that SkyWest was here, we set an all-time vernal record of almost 14,000 bodies that left here in 1 year. It was 13,900 and high. And if we're on schedule, we'll be a close second this year. So we're excited about that. Any other questions? Community? Not mine to ask, but I'll ask them anyway.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Is anybody else burning up in here? It's just hotter than heck. Okay, now it's time for public comment. Do we have anybody who'd like to make a public comment? Public comment going once, going twice? You have something to say there, Commissioner Fever?
Oh, I move we adjourn.